People have always asked the big questions. How was the universe created? Why does it work the way it does? Why do we find ourselves on this tiny planet, buzzing with life? Looking at the really big picture revealed unexpected connections. If you want to know about humanity, you have to ask about the whole universe. These questions fascinated me even when I was a kid, because they made me feel I was part of something absolutely huge and quite wondrous, and I wanted to know more about it. I began teaching a history course that began with the Big Bang, 13.7 billion years ago. I called it Big History.
Big History is my favorite course of all time. It blurs the boundaries between science and geography and history and literally tells the story of the universe. David Christian made it so intriguing. I loved his course and wanted to talk to him about how can we make this available to more people.
Together, we're creating a free, online and in-class course for high school students.
You study this huge spectrum of history.
Like looking at the different theories that different people have had.
It's the history of everything on a very broad scale.
And it's more than just this textbook that's static.
Whenever I go to class, I really enjoy the discussions that we have.
It's just made me feel a lot better about school generally.
By the end of this course, you'll have surveyed the whole history of the universe, and you'll know how you fit into it. So let's get started.
The Big History course is unique because it takes a variety of topics and wraps them into one. It makes the whole high school experience seem relevant when you take your physics, your history, your astronomy, your geology, your earth science, your economics, philosophy, and combine it into one class. And this class is set up 100% online. And so what you're looking at right here is the thematic units that go with the Big History. And so every student gets access to this online course book and how they have everything set up. Each course is also separated by investigation units. So if we take a look at the very first unit, Big History, what is Big History? You'll see that they have videos embedded in, there's transcripts, there's documents. And for example, here is a section of origin stories. And if we click on the Greek origin story, it will bring up a document that'll take you through the Greeks and what were their thoughts and beliefs of the universe and how did it happen. So everything has been laid out online. It's an online interactive format for kids to go through and use. The second reason why it's unique is that at the very end of every unit, there are investigation problems. So when you get to the end of the unit, you're not just necessarily taking a quiz or writing a paper. You're doing some type of investigation problem that ties everything in. So the investigation problem, number one here, is set up so that students have to go through and they have to answer a large question. What are the advantages of using different scales of time and space to study the past and present? That's the question, and they have a variety of ways for you to go through and actually answer the question. Finally, the last thing is not only are articles embedded, but they also have infographics, talks that are online, including videos. Like this one here from David Christian, who is the founder of Big History, that set up the course.
Earth is the place that we humans call home. It's a very beautiful place with staggering variety. Gorgeous landscapes, from mountains to rivers to oceans, a staggering variety of different species, from redwoods to swallows to beavers to spiders, and of course, 7 billion other humans like you and me, perhaps the weirdest species of all. And then look above us. Look at the sun. It's the battery of life here on Earth. But our sun is just one of perhaps 100 billion stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way. And the Milky Way is perhaps just one of 100 billion, maybe 200 billion galaxies in the universe. So, how did things get to be the way they are? How was the universe created? Why does it work the way it does? Why are stars so big? Why are you and I so small? Why do we find ourselves in this particular part of the universe, on this tiny planet, buzzing with life? Why are humans so powerful? What does it mean to be human?
If you are interested in enrolling in the Big History Project pilot course, you need to fill out and complete this form and return it to your 8th grade U.S. history teacher by May 22nd. On the form, you'll see that there's an area for parent signatures, there's an overview of the course, other schools in the area that are teaching the course, and yes, this course does count as your world history credit that all freshmen receive. So once again, at the bottom of the page, you need to have your signature, your parent's signature, and also include the high school that you will be attending. For more information, please see the More Information section or log on to the BigHistoryProject.com website.